Hey, what's up, dudes? There you are. Here I am. We're together again. Seems like we were just here a few days ago. Anyway, first new guitar of the new year. It's not mine. But this is I have a couple like this right there. Somewhere there. You can see this is the same guitar as that one. This was advertised, this belongs to my buddy Bobby, this was advertised as a lipstick red, but it's not. That's lipstick red. This is Grape Ice. It's a 1991. This is the second year they were doing the painted headstocks, right? I think 88 and 89, all headstocks were black. Starting in 1990, 1991, 1992, they started to match the headstock to the body paint. So this is an RG560, obviously, in Grape Ice. Basswood body, rosewood fingerboard, maple neck. It's not the low pro edge, it's the regular edge. This is the original edge. And these are the original pickups, the V2, what's they call that? The S1 and the S1, unless that's a 7. I think it's a 1. I'm playing through Guitar Rig 5. That's the early Edward patch. The action on this is super low. And the guitar is in stunningly mint condition for a guitar that is, let's face it, 22 years old at this point. I want to make myself older than I already am. But it's in really, really good condition. And, I've seen these go before for a little bit more money because the Grape Ice tends to be a slightly more hard to find color. Although I don't know. I see a lot of the Grape Ice. But everyone who lists it says, this is a really rare color. But I love these. And you got this for what, around, it was like $350? Was it under $350? $320. With a case. $320 delivered with a case. You can't get a guitar this good these days. It's Japanese made. It's a really well-made instrument. They really, really are. If you can find one of these, for what he paid for his, you're doing pretty good. And he's got another one back there. You can see it behind the lipstick red. It's a match for mine. So here's mine over here with the scalloped fingerboard. And then there's his, same color, violet pearl. But of course it doesn't have the scalloped fingerboard. But it still has the EMGs, which is so funny. I have an 89 SA. His is an 81 SA, which is, I think, the more traditional setup, right? The 81 versus the 89. I suppose if we were going to do it, we should do 80s solo. These are nice. These are nice. The necks on these are so thin. If you really like a slender neck on your guitar, you're going to be hard-pressed to find something thinner than this. I mean, really, that's why they call them the wizard neck, They turned mere mortals into wizards. this a new bar? Is that a brand new bar?
Yes.
I can tell. Because it's rock solid. All of mine have a little bit of play in them. But this is, you know... I really like these guitars. I like the large dot inlay. They have such a slab of rosewood. I was able to scallop mine without ever hitting the truss rod. Though I probably came a lot closer than I'd care to admit. So this is Roomy 800. This is the lead 800. So much more mid-range, you know. What's it? Does he say, like, fuck this and that? Does he go like, fuck this? Or does he say, check this? I gotta think back then it was check this, right? I'm hot, and when I'm not, I'm cold as ice. God, I miss Bon. I really do. He was the best. Of course, it cleans up. I'm play my jazz chord. Take a major chord, like an A major, and just put the second in the root, right? Put the B in the root. And just drop those two notes down. You know? So that's E major 7, B, no, C sharp minor 7, F sharp minor 7. To give good loving here today. Can't sing that falsetto range. Got to find a way to bring good loving here today. You hear that? That's the sound of YouTube clicking off across the nation. So anyway, what's this? Super clean funk? Yeah. Yeah. You can tell I'm a little rusty. Can't get that rate just right. Quickly, let's run back to distortion. Where's my favorite Van 51? again, if you notice, and I mentioned this in the last video, no extra writing up here, right? It's clean. And again, that's the sort of seal of approval. When they started to add writing, and it was probably either like 93, 94, 95, somewhere in that area there, that's when you don't know for sure whether it was made in Japan or whether it was made in Korea, and they started to move into Indonesia and stuff. And I really think that the easiest way to tell, to make sure it's made in Japan and you're not going to have any problems, look for that extra writing up there. These early ones just didn't have it, period. So from like 87 through, or 88 through, 92, 93, they're blank up here. And then you're like in the zone. And when you get beyond that, then you've got to check it out, make sure it's just made in Japan, it's just made in Korea, and so forth. And they also changed fundamentally how they attach the neck. They went from this nice, flat plate on the back. This guitar is in like mint condition, except for get a little bit of oxidation on the plate, but that happens on every Ibanez. But this guitar, is that year, that early year where you have the square plate on the back. When they switched to the 4 screws, I tried out several of them. I was like, "Oh, is it made in Japan?" They're like, "Yep." I said, "I'll send it over." It was like $2.99. It was cheap. I said, "Oh, I'll send it over. I'll check it out." And they sent it over. I said, it's not the same. It's got that big stripe in the back. It's not the same as these. There's something about these early necks. RG560, Grape Ice. They're good. They're good. I'll see if I can get back on here and we can check out that other one back there. And until then, maybe we'll come up, we'll take a little bit closer look at this one. I'm going to be stepping on my stuff here. Good thick how that, it's a pretty thick headstock right there. Again, bang for buck. These early Ibanez, they're just stunning. They're just so nice for what you're getting. Again, this is a guitar. How long that tenon is on the bottom of that. That's awesome. The bass on that is just incredible. It like starts back here. It goes, all the way down. Pretty sweet. Anyway, the RG560. All right, guys. Boop. Rock on.